Are you ready?
Peeps, how's it going? Sorry for the background noise. Crazy day. I have to go home and change my pants. I'm just gonna leave it at that. No, I didn't shit them. I ripped them. But Pistons are on a losing streak, and I told you this could happen. You have very tough matchups in the West. Okay. First of all, you're going to different time zones and playing. That's always tough. But to go to Portland and then Golden State on a back-to-back is tough. Okay. Now, the Pistons should have beat Portland, okay? They were up 5-6, whatever it was, heading into the fourth. I mean, they had a real chance of pulling away, and they played selfish ball. They didn't move it. It was stuck. Blake Griffin, I guess what we're calling it now is Blake ball, if that's what everyone's calling it now. But not one pick and roll with Reggie was called. Not one post up for Dre down low was called. The shooters didn't get the ball, and Damian Lillard caught fired and torches at the end. When you play teams like that, you have to score buckets, okay? That's what's going to determine how well we're going to do in the playoffs. Can we score the ball? Our defense is already kind of lacking. It's not there yet consistently. We show up time to time, but the perimeter defense has got awful. And that's why Drummond's been getting into foul trouble a lot this year. You guys aren't seeing it. You look at the box score and realize Dre's in foul trouble. And yeah, occasionally it's because of a dumb foul, but more often than not this year, it's been because we haven't been able to hold anybody accountable. It's all falling to Drummond because they're letting him run off the three-point line. And Drummond's got to protect the rim at all time, which Drummond's a solid shot blocker. I mean, he's getting 100 a year. Not great, not terrible. I mean, he's about 2 per game. That's pretty good. It's decent. But it's not like a Ben Wallace or Hassan Whiteside. That's not his game. He's good at it, but it's not the best aspect of his game. He still has to develop there. And he's getting there, trust me. But the guys running him off the three-point line are just leaving him hanging. Blake Griffin doesn't play any defense, so it's not like Blake's going to be able to help him out at all. So a lot of it's falling on Drummond. And it is what it is until you can fix it. Bruce Brown has got to be the guy who helps them establish a perimeter defense, which he's only a rookie. It's a lot asking of him. But our guys don't play strong defense. They get a steal every once in a while, but they're not consistent with it. And that's really the problem. I'm not stressing over Golden State. Golden State has 4 to 5 All-Stars, depending on who you're talking to. So I'm not even sweating Golden State. We played about as well as we could. We already beat them once this year, so I'm happy with that. I can't complain. That Portland game, on the other hand, we can complain about that all day long because that inevitably falls on Dwayne Casey and not running right plays. So I told you guys this road trip was going to be crucial and bad. We have to play in Denver, and I guarantee you we probably won't win that game either. I know you guys are starting to freak out because we're 2 games away from being the 9 seed, but we're only a half game away from being the 6 seed again. So I'm not stressing over this. I told you this road trip was going to be bad. I thought we were going to go 0-3, and it looks like we are. So we got Orlando coming up as our first game back in Detroit. So we got to bounce back against those guys. We could still beat Denver. Denver's not unbeatable, but it's tough going into Denver and beating Denver. Even when they're not good, they're always tough to beat in Denver. So relax. We're still making the playoffs. Nothing has changed just because we lost 2 games, potentially 3. This team is not perfect, okay? I'm not saying that we're winning a finals this year or even making it out of the first round. this team is still a tough team to beat, no matter who they're playing. And it's not like either one of those teams really had their way with us. Golden State got on a fire, and we're up 20 points, but we knocked it down and cut it down to 9 points at one time. This team likes to fight. This team doesn't give up. I can't be disappointed in the way they played Golden State. We're not at that level yet. We're not the team that is going to beat the Warriors in the finals anytime soon. We still have a long way to go, but the future's looking bright. Okay? We know we'll get up for those games, but it's just tough, you know? Especially off a back-to-back. That Warriors game was off to a back-to-back after a close, hard-fought game. And we still play like that. So before you think this team's not making the playoffs or anything like that, you got to think about it like that. So I'm just going to try to keep it short and sweet. For you who haven't seen it yet, I made a hype video for the playoffs. I'm not sweating it. I know we're making it. So that's in the description, along with Instagram and Twitter. So go ahead and check out those out, and I'll see you peeps in the next one. Peace.